realize someone who would want to talk at that point, if they would want to talk, if they're like, hey, if I could clear something up for you that I could walk out of here, cool. But it's kind of conditional at times. What would you say to that person?
Okay, so I'm going to give your chat some sauce right now if they ever find themselves in police custody. This is what they're going to say 99% of the time for all of you guys, right? Anytime you're the subject of investigation. They're going to say, I can't make no promises.
Oh, man.
Let me call the AUSA, a.k.a. the prosecutor. Let me talk to my supervisor. Let me make a phone call. They're going to say that. What they're going to do is they're going to defer that decision to somebody else and say, let me talk to them. That's what they're always going to say every single time. Because at the end of the day, and I kind of explained this on the last one, but I'll do it. I really want to give your audience the insight here. Federal agents don't really have as much power as people think they do. It's really the AUSAs, aka the federal prosecutors, that make the shots, that call the shots. Like, your job is to do the investigation, arrest them. But once you got him under arrest and you're starting to gather evidence on him there and then, now the AUSA kind of has a lot of leeway into what happens. So,
wait. Let me ask about that. I think you may have cleared it up last time, but I'll ask again. Maybe you could do it again. So, like, when a cop, like, for example, I've seen, like, I watch so many body cam footage, but a cop will pull somebody over and they'll be like, yo, I'll cut you a break, bro. I'm not gonna charge you for this little ounce of weed, but suspended driving, the kilos of coke, I'm definitely charging for. And that seemed like officer discretion on what is going to be the charges that person's getting. So is there no discretion for the agents who are doing these investigations, arresting the guy? Okay, we're not gonna. All right, come on. Of course, you had a little pink cocaine in your room. We're not gonna hit you with charges for that, though.
Yeah. Well, if it's a little pink cocaine, a lot of times it's not going to reach federal threshold for them to even warrant a prosecution. But
okay.
But to answer your question more fully, the state and locals have way more latitude to make probable cause arrests than the feds do. And the reason for that is because federal cases tend to be more complex, and AUSAs are very picky, and AUSAs don't want to lose their cases. So the agents got to work with the AUSA for a period of time before they can get the indictment to actually go pick the guy up. Whereas if you get stopped by a local police officer, he catches you with dope, he can make the arrest right then and there. But the feds aren't like that. You're not going to go to federal prison for having an ounce of cocaine. No AUSA is going to take that. That's street level shit state. They're not going to take that unless the person's like a violent criminal. There's some other extenuating circumstances. So the feds don't have as much jurisdiction to make probable cause arrests as the state does. Now, with that said, let's say you have them in your custody. Let's say, okay, let's go through a hypothetical here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say they bring Diddy back, right? And Diddy's like, look, I'll cooperate with y'all. I'll give y'all somebody big, right? And he provides information that is good. The agent can go ahead and make a phone call to the AUSA and say, look, we need this guy out on bond, right? We're going to continue on because obviously we got the arrest warrant. We got to bring him in front of the magistrate, but we need this dude out on bond, all right? And this is a rare situation because typically when they're indicted and shit like that, it's been public or whatever, but there are certain situations where you could get the guy out on bond after the fact to cooperate.
Okay.
That is when agents could kind of come in and throw their weight around a little bit because what they're going to say is like, yo, we want to further the investigation. I need this guy out. And then if the AUSA is like, all right, you want to further the investigation, and they kind of agree, then they'll talk to their team, and then they're going to go ahead and not object to bail.
Interesting. By the way, another question, not exactly a follow-up to that, but one that I thought of in terms of like just agent rapport with maybe a potential defendant. A lot of people in hip hop have thought or has, assumed, like actually I believe one of his bodyguard has even said that based on certain communication they've seen before that seemed odd with Diddy and law enforcement, they actually believe that Diddy was a working CI at a point for maybe the feds. Okay, how would this work if you've had a CI? And by the way, we don't know if Diddy's a CI, so we're going off an assumption here, but I just want to set the scenario that we could get a realistic answer. If one of the CIs, right, ends up being a subject of a major arrest, how much of because I'm wondering, let's say Diddy was a CI at one point, could he be like, yo, listen, I was giving you guys information, like you guys can't come back and charge me with certain shit, like I was help setting up other people for y'all, like could that be a thing, or would they make sure that the lines are very clear on, hey, if you were going to participate in criminal behavior, we would make sure we clear you for that. but there's no way you're just a CI. Because I don't know if you've seen this movie on anybody seen this? One in the chat if you've seen this. It's called but it has it's popping on Netflix right now. Whitey Bulger, who's like a drug kingpin out of Boston, who was a CI for the FBI for all the years, and he was snitching on all his competitors, but he started taking it overboard because they told him, hey, you're a CI, we're going to kind of like look the other way with a lot of stuff you're doing, right? Because we have all these quotas and whatever to make, but you can't kill people. You know what he does? He feels like he has the protection of the feds. He starts killing people. You get what I'm saying? So later he gets taken down. Do you think that might, if Diddy was a CI, that might complicate things if now they're investigating crimes that maybe he was a CI for other people to take down other people of similar crimes?
Yeah, that's a fantastic question. I'll have to kind of answer this kind of like the Miranda thing to give you the full picture, because this is another situation where it depends, but I'll go ahead and give you the different scenarios. By
the way, the movie's called Black Mass. Thank you. Go ahead.
Yeah. Whitey Bulger, I'm very familiar with him. Winter Hill Gang, Irish Mob. He basically provided information to the FBI against the La Cosa Nostra, the Angiulo family out of there in Boston, North Boston to be exact. And he was instrumental in, the FBI getting him, and he ended up getting John Connolly in trouble later on. I'm very well aware
used to walk up, that one again, walk up, do not stop whining on me, girl. Walk up, that's thinking nasty, walk up, you're walking up, you're jumping up, you're on the beach, you're on the sand, you're walking up, in a bank, on the stand.